Hello everyone, this week's Parsha is Parashat Neso. Parashat Neso is the longest Parsha in Torah, and the large portion of the Parsha is taken up by a series of repetitive psukim that describe the korbanot that the 12 Nesiim bring at the tekes of the Chanukah of the Mishkan. Now, one might ask, why is it that the Torah has to give so many psukim to the same things said over and over and over again? Surely you could just as easily have said, and the 12 Nesiim brought these korbanot, each one brought, and give us an order of in what order they brought the korbanot, and that would be that. Why do we have to individually elaborate on each Nasi? Now, the classic reason is that every Nasi, or even though he brought exactly the same thing that the other Nesiim brought, had his own special intentions and kavanot and thought behind his korbanot and presence. And so one Nasi had things that were connected to Luchot HaBrit, and the other had things that were connected to Seret HaDibrot, and one other thing connected all kinds of other things that would eventually happen in the history of his tribe. I think that this teaches us a very important lesson. Very often, when we get presents or when we give presents, we mention the fact that it's the thought that counts. The thought behind the present is far more important and significant than the actual present itself, which could be a relevant gift, a not relevant gift, a cheaper one, a more expensive one. It doesn't really matter. What's important is that the person invested time and effort and thought into preparing a gift and with certain intentions, and that is what truly counts when giving presents. And that's what the Torah is coming to teach us. The Torah is saying, even though all these 12 people gave exactly the same thing, day after day, for 12 days consecutively, since every person had completely different intentions and thoughts, and every one of those was a pure and holy thought and a good intention, so that's worth mentioning and worth elaborating on. And so the Torah mentions and brings all 12. May we always be zoche to give gifts that are well thought out and appreciated, and may we always appreciate the fact that it's the thought that counts.